PCBWay is one of the leading PCB manufacturers out there, and it is the manufacturer I use for my products. Now, if you're either a hobbyist and or looking to create a final product, PCBWay is going to be a really great choice with their 24-hour and also assembly services. So go ahead and check the links down below. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at an all-new charger from HTRC. Now, this is called the T400 Pro. I just got it, so we're going to go ahead and check this out. I've also tested its calibration, and it seems to be around half a volt off, which is fine, and it's usually the case, and you can actually modify that as you please. So first of all, let's go ahead and start with the accessories here. Now, they do provide you with 2 balance boards. These will tell you the voltage of each cell in your battery up to a 6S here. They give you the connectors for that, so let's move these to the side. They also give you 2 connectors here, which are banana plugs all the way to a T-type connector, and they also do provide you with the converter, which converts the T into an XT60, just like that. So we can say we have 2 XT60 connectors as well. And one thing I really love is that they provide this right here. Now, this is huge because when I go charge my batteries in the field, I need to connect it to my car's battery, and the best way to do that would be just like that. And now you'll be able to charge from your car's battery because this thing takes both AC and DC. As you can tell, here's the AC part, and they also do provide you with the cable needed, which is really great as well. So if you haven't guessed already, this is a touch screen interface here. It is not capacitive. It is the resistive type of touch, but it's pretty responsive, as you can tell right there. So there you go. You can see how responsive that is. So the amount of options we get Lipo, Life, lithium ion, high volt, nickel metal hydride, nickel metal acid, or whatever it's called. We also have a smart option here, settings, memory, monitor, and the language. So if you saw me clicking between channel 1 and 2, you have 2 channels to charge. So basically you charge 2 batteries at once, and the maximum output for each is 12 amps. So you can use a parallel charger board to charge more batteries. Now, the maximum output for each channel is 12 amps, and you can charge more batteries if you put in a parallel charging board here. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the Lipo section. So we have storage mode, which can be modified as you please. We also have the normal charge, which is just charging, and you wouldn't really need to connect this to monitor your cells. It's very useful. For example, let's just say one of your cells went below the limit here, and you would be able to do the charge without connecting this and just allow it to fill up a little bit. Then you can normally charge it while monitoring the cells. If you're into that, you'll know what I mean. We also have balance charge, so you have balance charge, and we also have the discharge here. Now, discharge is a maximum of 2 amps. Now, the overall case is plastic, and you have 1 fan that just brings the air in from this side and pushes it out to that side. Now, if we move into the smart section, so I don't know what smart 1 means, but I'm thinking it's just going to output like a power supply basically, because we also do have a power supply right there. We see we could output to a maximum, I'm guessing it's going to be 12 amps here. So we can hold it and it'll let us know. Yeah, so 12 amps. So you can output a maximum of 28 volts up to 12 amps. Now here, this will limit the amperage. So you can limit to whatever you want in case you get a short circuit. So you could just output 2.3 amps, and you could choose the voltage from the top one right here, which is very useful and was not found in their previous generations. And I always look for this feature because I really like it here. So this is, I guess, just to enable you to test a quadcopter, I'm guessing. So this is 4S, 3S, and 6S. It'll just output some power limited to 4 amps here on all of them. So basically, it's just a power supply section here, and these are like presets. Now, let's go ahead and jump into settings here. You could just modify the buzzer volume, low input voltage. So for example, if you're charging from your car's battery, you could set the lowest voltage you want so it doesn't overdrain your battery. Balance speed, I have no idea what it's trying to do here, but I'm guessing like how fast to push voltage in and out in order to balance it. So in here, you can split the AC power wattage. So if you wanted to charge channel 2 slightly more than channel 1, you can start playing around with this. Here we can go to channel 1 settings, and channel 1 settings, you have an internal temperature sensor, so you can set up a cutoff temperature. You also have an external, which would go right here, but I've never really seen these temperature sensors. So you can set that up as well right here. Capacity cutoff and safety time cutoff. So capacity cutoff, for example, if you're charging a battery and you know it's just 1500 milliamps, And you could set this up to say if for some reason you charge up to 1,700 milliamps or 3,000, then cut off because obviously something is wrong. So that's where you would set that up right there. It's really nice to set that up. For example, if all your batteries are 1,500 milliamps, then I would set that up as 1.5. That's it. Then I'll be safe right there. If anything happens, it tries to overcharge because one of the cell died or something, then this will save your life here or save your house maybe. Safety time cutoff. This is just a timer. So if it's charging more than 10 minutes or 30 minutes, then just to cut off, obviously something would be wrong if you know what you were doing here. And you also do have calibration, which I haven't tested. Channel 2 is the same exact thing here. Now, memory is something I really like, especially in the field, and I have used this quite a lot. So for example, we can go to Lipo, and let's just say I usually charge 4S3 amps and 4.2 volts. You could immediately just save it and choose the profile and save it, and it'll always be there. So whenever you want to charge, you could just go straight to memory, click it, and just start, and it'll immediately start. So obviously we don't have a battery right now, but the memory option is really nice. And channel 2, same thing. You'd go here, and it'll remember these 6 for both channels. So you have 6 memory locations or presets you could set up for your battery, so you don't have to keep pressing stuff around the area here, which again is very useful, and I actually find myself using that quite a lot, especially with their older version here. Now, their QC department I think isn't the greatest usually, because I did get a couple complaints from the previous ones, and also I'm seeing the same thing here. I don't know if it's the screen software or the screen is slightly tilted. This is not the first time I've actually heard about this, and you can actually see the line just going down. It's not, it's really minute, but it is there. Maybe that's the way they were able to fit it inside. I don't know. So this is the HTRC T400 Pro, and it'll be linked down below. And if you have one, let us know your experience down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.